Sports and money have always gone hand in hand. But what happens when massive contracts meet the future of finance? From the NFL to the NBA, even NASCAR, athletes have begun ditching traditional paychecks, opting to be paid in Bitcoin. Why? Well, for some, it's about the potential to make millions on the rise of cryptocurrency. For others, it's a bold statement about their belief in the power of decentralized money. Today, we're diving into the stories of the most prominent athletes who traded US dollars for digital gold. These players aren't just changing the game on the field, they're blazing financial trails off of it. Let's jump in. Russell Okung, a former NFL offensive tackle, sparked financial conversations across the sports world when he became one of the first professional athletes to embrace Bitcoin as a form of salary payment. Over his decade-long career, Okung played for teams like the Seattle Seahawks, Denver Broncos, Los Angeles Chargers, and the Carolina Panthers. A two-time Pro Bowler and Super Bowl champion, he was already well respected in the NFL and certainly made plenty of money. But in 2020, he shifted attention to his bold financial innovation. It all started with a tweet: "Pay me in Bitcoin." Partnering with Strike, a payment service, Okung converted half of his $13 million annual salary from the Panthers into Bitcoin. He saw Bitcoin not just as an investment, but as a hedge against inflation and a pathway to financial autonomy, bypassing traditional banking systems. The move paid off in more ways than one. Bitcoin's value surged soon after, roughly tripling within months. These days, that $6.5 million in Bitcoin is worth $23 million. Beyond the personal financial gain, his decision sparked a wave of interest in cryptocurrency within the sports world, inspiring athletes like Saquon Barkley and Odell Beckham, who we will discuss, to explore crypto payments themselves. Okung also used his platform to champion financial literacy and decentralization. By hosting workshops and sharing insights, he encouraged others to rethink wealth management and consider alternatives such as Bitcoin. Even though his choice was met with some skepticism over Bitcoin's volatility, Okung remained steadfast in his belief in its transformative potential. Building on his commitment to crypto, Okung announced in November 2024 the launch of BitBall, a professional sports league with a focus on flag football where players are compensated exclusively in Bitcoin. Okung envisions BitBall as a platform that eliminates traditional financial intermediaries, allowing athletes to build lasting wealth through direct Bitcoin payments. For Okung, Bitcoin wasn't just a paycheck, it was a movement. His story is one of fearlessness, as he was the pioneer of blending sports and finance to challenge norms and inspire others to think differently about the future of money. Saquon Barkley is best known for being one of the best running backs the world has ever seen. A two-time Pro Bowler and former Offensive Rookie of the Year, Barkley has established himself as perhaps the most electrifying player in the NFL. But in 2021, he made headlines for a decision that had nothing to do with football, choosing to convert all of his endorsement income into Bitcoin. For Barkley, the decision was rooted in his long-term vision for financial stability. As a running back, he understood the risks of a short career span in the NFL. In a press conference, Barkley explained that conventional savings and investments could not build the type of generational wealth he aspired to create. But Bitcoin, with its potential for exponential growth, represented an opportunity to secure his future beyond football. Barkley didn't just dabble, he committed fully. Using platforms like Strike, he began converting millions in endorsement deals with companies like Nike and Pepsi into Bitcoin. Saquon's decision wasn't a gamble. It was a strategic investment in what he viewed as the future of wealth creation. The timing of his announcement was significant, coming at a moment when Bitcoin's acceptance was increasing in pro sports. Barkley joined a growing list of athletes embracing digital assets. But his choice to convert all of his endorsement income into Bitcoin set him apart. It signaled a deeper commitment to the digital economy and made him a prominent figure in the intersection of sports and finance. His foray into Bitcoin also sparked conversations about financial literacy in professional sports. By openly discussing his decision, he shed light on the importance of planning for life after athletics, especially in the NFL, where the average career length is just 3 years. While the success of his Bitcoin strategy remains tied to the unpredictable nature of the market, Barkley's decision demonstrated a forward-thinking mindset. In an era where athletes are increasingly taking advantage of their platform, Saquon Barkley stands out, not just for his talents on the field, but for his willingness to embrace the future of finance. Aaron Rodgers is one of, if not the NFL's most iconic player, and he's also no stranger to taking calculated risks, whether they be on the field or off. A 4-time MVP and a Super Bowl champion, Rodgers has cemented his legacy as one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. But in 2021, Rodgers sparked headlines for a different kind of decision, embracing Bitcoin as part of his NFL compensation. Rodgers announced his Bitcoin move through a partnership with Cash App, revealing that he would be converting part of his NFL salary into crypto. The announcement came with a viral video where Rodgers, dressed as John Wick for Halloween, stated, "Bitcoin is the future." The announcement added a touch of personality to what was otherwise a serious financial decision. For Rodgers, though, the decision was about more than just following a trend. He saw Bitcoin as a way to diversify his wealth and participate in the growing digital economy. Rodgers is a bit of a maverick and has spoken openly about the importance of financial planning and investing wisely, particularly as he approaches the later stages of his career. His quirky approach and willingness to adopt Bitcoin introduced cryptocurrency to an even broader NFL audience. While Rodgers didn't disclose the exact portion of his salary he converted, the move was viewed as a signal of confidence in crypto's potential. His partnership with Cash App also extended beyond his personal investments. As part of the announcement, he gifted $1 million worth of Bitcoin to his fans through a promotional giveaway. The move not only showcased his commitment to Bitcoin, but also helped demystify crypto for his audience, encouraging broader adoption. Critics of Rodgers' decision pointed to Bitcoin's volatility, noting the risks of tying income to such a fluctuating asset. But Rodgers has remained steadfast in his belief in Bitcoin's long-term value, positioning himself as both an investor and an advocate for crypto. Odell Beckham Jr. has always been a polarizing figure in the NFL, equal parts superstar talent and media lightning rod. Known for his flashy persona and unwavering confidence, Beckham's decision to take his entire $750,000 salary from the Los Angeles Rams in Bitcoin was met with mixed reactions. For some fans, it was seen as a natural move for a player who thrives on controversy, but others viewed it as just another example of Odell wanting to be different. OBJ's decision came during a unique moment in his career. Beckham joined the Rams mid-season in 2021, seeking a fresh start and a shot at a championship after being released by the Cleveland Browns. Choosing to take his salary in Bitcoin symbolized not only his embrace of a new team, but also a fresh approach to personal finance. Unfortunately, the cryptocurrency experienced a significant downturn shortly after Beckham's announcement, and critics were quick to calculate that the value of his Bitcoin earnings had dropped substantially. But while the crypto market's subsequent downturn cast doubt on the financial success of his choice, Beckham's unapologetic approach ensured that the decision, much like the rest of his career, became a topic of widespread debate. His high-profile status helped shine a spotlight on Bitcoin, encouraging fans and fellow athletes to explore the world of crypto. His polarizing nature naturally led some fans to praise the decision, but others to hate on it. Trevor Lawrence was hailed as one of the most talented quarterbacks to enter the NFL draft in years, prompting the Jacksonville Jaguars to take him first overall in the 2021 NFL draft. Being the first overall pick comes with immense pressure and expectations, but it also comes with a lucrative rookie contract. Life-changing money was headed his way regardless, but he caught the world's attention with his decision to convert his entire $23 million signing bonus into crypto. Shortly after being drafted, Lawrence announced a partnership with Blockfolio, a crypto investment platform which would later be rebranded as the infamous FTX. Through this deal, Lawrence opted to diversify his signing bonus across a mix of cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. The size of his investment made his crypto commitment one of the largest by a pro athlete. As you may have begun to notice, many athletes boarded the crypto train in 2020 and 2021, when it was entering the mainstream, and Lawrence was next in line. By investing in crypto, he aimed to establish a financial cushion for the future with massive potential. But his investment came with a couple of wrinkles. First of all, he invested when crypto was at an all-time high. One Bitcoin was roughly $56,000 at his time of purchase, compared to just $10,000 1 year prior. So to put it simply, if Lawrence had been drafted in 2020 instead of 2021, that $23 million investment would have soared to $130 million in just 1 year. More troubling, however, was Lawrence's connection to FTX. the crypto platform he partnered with, which collapsed in late 2022 amid allegations of fraud and mismanagement. The fallout left Lawrence entangled in a class action lawsuit alongside other celebrity endorsers. While he settled the lawsuit, the financial impact of the FTX collapse on his holdings remains undisclosed. Lawrence's story underscores the risks of associating with emerging financial institutions without robust protections. Shohei Ohtani has set a new standard and unlocked a level of superstardom in Major League Baseball no one knew was even possible. As an elite pitcher and hitter, Ohtani earned comparisons to Babe Ruth early in his career, achieving feats no player has replicated in a century. But beyond his historic achievements on the diamond, Ohtani also ventured into the world of crypto, signaling his belief in the future of digital finance. In the fall of 2021, Ohtani, like Trevor Lawrence before him, partnered with FTX. Unlike standard endorsement deals, this partnership involved Ohtani receiving equity in FTX, along with an unspecified amount of crypto. This arrangement positioned him as not just a promoter of the platform, but also an investor in its long-term success. The move came following Ohtani's first MVP season, where he captured the attention of fans worldwide once and for all, and his decision to align himself with cryptocurrency was a thoughtful one. As a global icon, he recognized the growing importance of digital assets in the financial world and sought to diversify his income streams. His involvement with FTX wasn't limited to financial gain. He became the face of several marketing campaigns aimed at educating fans about crypto. The partnership also reinforced FTX's strategy of aligning with high-profile athletes to bring crypto into the mainstream. But Ohtani's involvement with FTX took a dramatic turn late in 2022 when the platform filed for bankruptcy amid a massive financial scandal. Unlike others who had just received promotional payments, Ohtani's deal included equity in the now defunct company, which became virtually worthless overnight. Despite the setback, Ohtani remained silent on the financial fallout, focusing instead on his on-field performance. His involvement in FTX also sparked broader criticism of high-profile athletes endorsing risky financial products, raising question about the due diligence that should be performed before such partnerships. Ohtani's equity loss served as a cautionary tale about the risks of intertwining personal brand with immature entities. Both Klay Thompson and Andre Iguodola were cornerstones of the Golden State Warriors dynasty, helping the team win 4 NBA titles with their defense and three-point shooting. But in early 2022, the two teammates made headlines for something off the court. Like Aaron Rodgers and Odell Beckham before them, the two jointly announced a partnership with Cash App to receive a portion of their salaries in Bitcoin. This decision was more than a financial move. It reflected their unique personal journeys. For Thompson, the decision came as he was returning to the court after 2 years of grueling rehab from injuries. Embracing Bitcoin symbolized a fresh start and a way to secure his financial future as he looked to re-establish himself in the NBA. "I believe in the future of money," Thompson said, tying his financial decision to his mindset of resilience and optimism. For Iguodala, however, the move was rooted in years of experience and a reputation as one of the NBA's most savvy off-court investors. Having already been an early backer of companies like Zoom and Coinbase, Iguodala saw Bitcoin as a natural extension of his diverse portfolio. His Silicon Valley connections and understanding of emerging technologies positioned him as not just a participant, but a leader in the crypto conversation. Together, the duo's embrace of Bitcoin highlighted the different paths that can lead to the same destination. Thompson's as a symbol of personal renewal, and Iguodala's as a sharp investment move, each leveraging their unique circumstances to make history. Sean Culkin, a former backup NFL tight end, might not have had the high-profile career that others on this list did, but his decision to embrace Bitcoin earned him a unique place in sports history. In the spring of 2021, after signing with the Kansas City Chiefs in free agency, Culkin announced that he would convert his entire $920,000 salary into Bitcoin, making him the first NFL player to commit 100% of his salary to crypto. Culkin's decision wasn't just a financial one, it was a philosophical statement. He viewed Bitcoin as a way to preserve wealth in an increasingly untrustworthy financial system. He stated, "I fully believe Bitcoin is the future of finance, and I wanted to prove that I have real skin in the game. not just trying to make a quick buck. His approach wasn't about chasing trends, but about aligning his financial strategy with his long-term beliefs in decentralization and the value of a finite digital asset. At the time of his announcement, Bitcoin was experiencing significant price growth, which added to the excitement surrounding his decision. Culkin partnered with Strike to facilitate the conversion of his salary into Bitcoin. However, Culkin's Bitcoin venture coincided with challenges in his NFL career. Despite his ambitious financial plan, Culkin was released by the Chiefs following the 2021 NFL Draft. This ultimately marked the end of his NFL career and left his Bitcoin-based salary plan unrealized. While Culkin's NFL career ended before his Bitcoin salary plan could materialize, his announcement marked a pivotal moment in crypto's intersection with sports. Cade Cunningham, the dynamic point guard selected first overall in the 2021 NBA Draft by the Detroit Pistons, entered the league as a player to watch. Known for his court vision and scoring ability, Cunningham became the centerpiece of the Pistons the very second he was drafted. But beyond his basketball skills, Cunningham demonstrated an interest in financial progression by diving into the world of crypto shortly after turning pro. In August of 2021, Cunningham announced a partnership with BlockFi. As part of the deal, Cunningham converted a significant portion of his signing bonus from the new partnership into Bitcoin. For Cunningham, the decision to embrace Bitcoin reflected his belief in its long-term potential. As a 19-year-old entering the NBA, Cunningham was the youngest on this list to ink a crypto deal. But he understood the fleeting nature of professional sports careers and saw cryptocurrency as a way to build lasting wealth. Crypto is the future, Cunningham said in interviews, emphasizing his interest in being an early adopter of transformative financial technologies. The partnership with BlockFi wasn't just about investing. Cunningham also used his platform to promote crypto to a broader audience. The deal included a marketing component, with Cunningham appearing in educational campaigns aimed at introducing fans and young investors to the world of digital assets. His involvement with BlockFi added credibility to the platform and helped bridge the gap between sports and crypto for many fans. By embracing crypto so early in his career, Cunningham joined a growing list of athletes who saw Bitcoin as more than a paycheck. But unfortunately, BlockFi's fortunes took a drastic turn just a year later, when the company filed for bankruptcy. The impact on Cunningham's crypto holdings remains uncertain. Whether he managed to cash out before the collapse or suffered significant losses is unknown. Landon Cassill, a veteran NASCAR driver, made history in 2021 by becoming the first professional race car driver to be paid entirely in crypto. Cassill's career might not have the spotlight of a championship driver, but in a sport known for fans and drivers with old-school philosophies, his view on finance set him apart. Cassill's decision came through a partnership with Voyager Digital, a cryptocurrency trading and investment platform. As part of the deal, Cassill's earnings for the 19 race season were paid entirely in cryptocurrency, including Bitcoin and Litecoin. This unique arrangement set him apart from other athletes dabbling in crypto, as Cassill fully committed to being compensated in digital assets rather than converting payments after the fact. For Cassill, the move was personal. A longtime crypto enthusiast, he had been investing in Bitcoin since 2013 and understood the potential benefits and risks of digital assets. "Crypto is something I've been passionate about for a long time," Cassill said. "To be paid in crypto is a big step, but it's a natural one for me." Cassill's partnership with Voyager Digital went beyond financial compensation. The platform also sponsored his car, branding it with their logo and promoting crypto education to NASCAR's fan base. The timing of Cassill's decision was significant. In 2021, crypto was gaining mainstream attention, but people were quick to point out the risk. He acknowledged the risks, but made it clear he had no hesitation in taking payment in crypto instead of cold hard cash, stating that a handful of drivers are into crypto, but he's been in the game the longest and is comfortable with how it works. Cassill's foray into crypto payments highlighted his DGAF attitude in a sport where tradition often reigns supreme. His decision came at a time when the crypto market was just beginning to cross paths with the motorsport world. Unfortunately, like many others on this list, Cassill's bold partnership with Voyager Digital fell apart when the company filed for bankruptcy in mid-2022 amid a broader downturn in the cryptocurrency market. As we've seen, these athletes didn't just break new ground in their respective sports. They've also shattered the mold when it comes to managing their finances. Whether it's Russell Okung paving the way for Bitcoin in the NFL, Saquon securing his future through digital assets, or Landon Cassill taking crypto payments to the NASCAR circuit, these stories highlight how cryptocurrency has reshaped the financial landscape for athletes. Each of them were criticized for their decisions, and while the outcomes may vary, one thing is clear: they're helping to redefine how we think about money in the digital age, when digital currency just might be taking over. If you enjoyed this video and want to dive into more list videos related to the NFL, check out the videos on your screen, and I will see you in the next one.